It's the Roula and Ryan Show. Don't forget, an hour from now, 8 o'clock this morning, the rapid fire quiz, and we got a great prize.
Okay, so comedian Michael Yo is going to be back at the House of Blues. He used to work at KRBE back in the day. He's a Houstonian, and I'm going to open for him.
That's pretty cool.
On that night, February 3rd. So we'll have Michael Yo tickets for the House of Blues. If you are the winner of the rapid fire quiz, that is at 8 o'clock this morning. Let the battle begin at 8 o'clock.
104.1 KRBE.
Did you know the 3-digit extension is a... All
right, let's hit it.
Now time for Roula and Ryan's prank call. All right, I love this. Kevin, you want to explain how this whole saga began? Because I think there's like a dozen parts to this story.
And usually Kevin does prank calls based on your calls. You know, you're trying to get somebody back, but many times he just riffs and runs on the calls that come to him on his personal cell phone.
And if you do want to set up a friend or a family member, please either hit me up on Instagram at Radio Special K or go to krbe.com/prank call requests.
Now, this whole series of calls is because some woman used your phone number with this company.
Beginning last summer, I started getting calls from a particular furniture store where someone had purchased some furniture for, say, $30, and they are going to pay it off over time. Well, they stopped paying it off. And when they stopped paying it off, the furniture store started calling me. Why? Well, the person who didn't pay it off, Jessica. She gave him my phone number. Intentionally or not, I don't know this person, but I have received probably 50 calls about this.
50 calls?
It is still ongoing. I have used as many tricks as I got, y'all. But this is one of my favorite ones, YOLO, because people don't know what to say when you say YOLO. We're going to say it so many times.
You only live once.
Before you drive them nuts.
Say as much as you can, because you only live once.
You actually only die once. You live every day.
Now we're going to pick up with...
Yodo doesn't sound the same.
Yeah.
Yodo!
Yodo!
We're going to pick up with them telling me how the line is recorded, and they're going to tell me about how much money I owe them on this Ryan Chase Lounge. Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Call may be monitored and recorded. I'm with... You take care of a check or birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm also recording and monitoring.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So what's up? Yeah. YOLO.
Okay. So right now, Miss, you are in the collection department. Okay. It's 59 days past due.
YOLO.
Oh, my gosh.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what caused you to fall behind, Miss? What happened?
YOLO. I don't know. What caused you to fall behind and calling me every day?
Okay, I'm asking you because you're in collections, right? So
No.
something happened where you're not making the payment. So what happened?
No, what happened was YOLO.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so I can help you bring your account current. How much can you pay because of that reason? Like, you know, we understand stuff happens and, you know, obviously that's your reason. But how much can you pay of the $400? Because right now it's cost you for $435.
So what happened was...
Yeah, you told me.
Okay, no, but basically
Yeah.
I didn't. I was dead for a little while, and then I was incarcerated. And so
You were
what
what?
happened was... Okay, don't interrupt me. Okay, but so anyway, YOLO.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and get you to someone higher. Okay?
No, I'm enjoying talking to you. So why we got to bring someone else into the mix?
Because we're going completely off topic. Like, I'm asking what's the reason you fell behind. Okay. If it's medical, Miss, that's understandable. Like, we understand your health is going to be priority. Okay. But we can help you.
No, Mommy, it was not my health. I had just passed it away for a hot minute. And now I'm back.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that seems like it's due to your health, right? So, I mean, why?
I don't know.
Like I said, stuff happens.
That didn't work because I'm on schnapps right now.
What is, so what is your, what's your date of birth?
Actually, that's none of your business, but YOLO.
Is it?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
And unless you're going to give me a birthday present.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
Yeah, so like basically what I would like is a brand new saw.
All right.
And
I'm going to
a new-
get you someone higher
and
up, okay?
No, I also want a NutriBullet. YOLO.
A
Okay.
NutriBullet.
Give me 1 second.
No, I'm not waiting. We were talking just fine. I'm enjoying our conversation. It has been
Okay, then we can keep
recorded
talking.
and monitored.
So what is your address so I can update the profile?
Actually, you already sent me some posts this morning. I saw it in the mail, so I don't know how you know where I live, but obviously you're coming to get my
Well, you need to verify your address
furniture.
because...
What did I buy? YOLO.
All right, give me 1 second.
It was the Ryan Chaise Lounge, basically, right? Which we have determined is sad. It has vape marks all over it.
Vape.
All right, we'll just call you back later, okay? Whenever you're...
No. I can only talk now. I can, Mommy, I can only talk now. Yeah.
Well, what you're talking about is something completely different than what I'm trying to talk about. So I'll try you back when you're ready to talk about.
No, I'm lonely. I wanted to talk to somebody. I'm sitting on this Chaise Lounge that you sold me for free. YOLO. Hello.
That's 10 YOLOs.
Oh my!
And it will continue to go on and on and on.
That lady.
One day we'll get the end of it.
She had like a little vocal fry there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, and I'm in radio.
That's when they talk like...
Could you rewind at the beginning? Like,
But why is it called vocal fry?
It's like your voice
my vocal fry.
fried. Like,
It happens in the middle. She starts to fry a little bit.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Whatever.
I'll find it later.
Okay. It
watch
was
The
that
Bachelor.
concept, though. Yeah.
The Bachelor.
It's like,
yeah.
oh my god. So like, what do you want?
Oh my God!
Kev, that call
lazy
gave me
talking.
so much anxiety. Like, I could never do that.
Lazy talking, lazy singing, lazy
Which
rapping.
part?
That's
Do the
what
pranks
that's
or
what
do
we
the-
are
Hold on.
today.
No, don't put me on hold.
Yeah,
We're
telling her
talking
not to
already.
put me on hold. I couldn't do that.
Make sure you reach out if you want to set up a friend or family. KRBE.com/prank call requests.
All right, coming
All
up
right.
next.
Roula's Relationship Roulette. This is really fun. I do this on Weekends with Roula. It's my national show that airs across the country on Saturdays. And I just kind of pick a topic, and then people kind of chime in about it.
All right, let me spin it.
And
What's it going to be?
What is the dumbest thing you ever did for love? The dumbest thing you ever did for love. And the thing that sparked this is a call that I got for a girl that moved here for love. And when she got here, she found this guy had a double life and he dumped her. And now she was a new town. And she didn't think it was dumb when she did it. But then she goes, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done because she didn't listen to her gut about caution. And she thought, well, I'm going to be spontaneous for love. And she's like, my dummy. 713-390-KRBE. What's the dumbest thing you ever did for love? We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Yes, Roula's Relationship Roulette. And where did it land today? What is the dumbest thing you ever did for love, or what is the dumbest thing somebody did for you for love? It's 713-390-KRBE. Now, one text, I want to get this out of the way because the facepalm emoji, it was a facepalm. I started smoking to try and impress this girl.
Yeah, how'd that go for you?
Facepalm. And then you get hooked on it. You can't get rid of the nicotine. The girl's not around anymore, but all the cigarettes
Lost
are.
the girl, got cancer.
Oh,
Great,
man.
thanks.
Okay, 713-390-KRBE. We're starting with Amanda. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning.
Hello. Tell us what is the dumbest thing you did or somebody did for you for love?
Well, I broke up with a guy once, and he burned "I love you" in my front yard.
Oh, my gosh.
Did you have to get a restraining order?
Wait, how did the whole front yard didn't go up in flames?
Oh, you did?
Oh.
You had to get a restraining order.
First, how did he start?
Well, Roula, let me tell you how it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
You just pour some gasoline in the shape of what the word is that you want to put in the lawn, and before it dries up, you just ignite it, and it goes up. Not that I've
Were
done
you
this
home?
before,
Hold on, I mean,
more than once.
Oh, my God.
Could you read what he said, or did you just ignite the whole yard?
Oh, no, you could read what it said. He did it perfectly.
Were you home when he did it, or you came
No, I
to
was
your
not
house
home.
and saw it?
God, my neighbor called me.
Oh, my God.
Such wonderful handwriting.
Hey, your
So then
lawn's
what
on fire.
happened?
What did it say?
He said, I love you. He said, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah. So then what happened, Amanda? So your neighbor calls you. You get there. Was he waiting for you, or had he left?
Right?
He was hiding around the corner.
That is so stalker creepy.
Creepy.
No wonder you
Yes,
got a restraining
stalker.
order. So did that work, the restraining order, or did he keep
It
coming
did.
after you?
No, he didn't keep coming after me. I got a restraining order, and that did him good.
Okay.
And then that was it. It seems like a guy that would do that wouldn't just let that just be it. Like you
Thank
didn't have
God
problems
he
with him the rest of the years or down the
No, I
line?
have problems with him at all.
Oh,
Thank
good.
God.
Problems.
How long
Okay.
were you dating? Did I miss that
Yeah,
part?
I feel like I need more info.
Dated about 6 months.
You dated 6 months.
Now, did you
6
see any of
months.
this? Like
The signs.
The signs that he could possibly
The red
be
flags?
a stalker? Or?
I didn't see any signs at all. He was such a nice guy. It just kind of seemed like one of those ones that turned on him whenever I broke up with him.
Okay, I was going to be my next question.
Yeah,
Were you
why?
still in the relationship when he did this to show you how strongly he felt, or was it because you broke up with him? He's trying to get you back.
It was because I broke up with him.
Okay.
Because you broke up, and why did you break up with him?
Wow.
I broke up with him because he just wasn't going anywhere in life.
Oh, okay.
Girls need to see some
I
ambition
wonder
and
what he's
direction,
doing now
y'all.
in this world.
He had
Yeah.
ambition.
Yeah, be honest. Have you ever like looked him up on social media?
I have. He's actually married now, and I feel sorry for that woman.
Oh,
What's he do for a living? Do you know? Firefighter.
He works for a garage door company, I believe.
garage door company.
And how many years ago was that, Amanda?
It was probably about 6-7 years ago.
Well, people
Wow.
can grow and change.
That is really something
Everybody's
else.
had
Like if
their
you're
crazy
immature.
moment.
I don't know about now.
If you're like 20, I'd
If
give
you're
you that.
20,
But
you
Yeah.
do that.
How old was he? Was he like 35 and he did that? I'd be like, ooh.
No, we were 28.
28.
No, he knows
did it.
better than
yeah,
that.
Oh, that's a little too old.
Crazy behavior.
I'm just
How
scared
long
that
did it take
Kevin
your
knows
grass
how to do
come
that.
back? I know. Kevin's like, let me tell you how it's done.
No, normally there's a cross involved when it's done to me.
Oh my gosh! Stop
I've heard
it.
of Roundup. You use Roundup and you spray it
You
in
can
the
just
yard.
burn it
For the
in.
ants.
I am shocked.
Me too. And also, one last
I
question,
wasn't
because I really want to get to
expecting her to
Joseph's
have that.
call. But Amanda, one last question. How long did it take your yard to come back from that?
Yeah.
It took forever. I ended up having to get new grass planted.
Oh, you resodded. Okay.
Yeah, because he burned I love you. Who's just tuning
Oh,
in?
my
Amanda's ex-boyfriend burned the words I love you into her front yard to try and get her back after 6 months
Yes.
dating, and then she broke up. That's quite the story. Amanda, thanks for bringing it. You have a great
Yes.
day today.
Thank you. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Oh, thank you.
But we
Stay
love you,
safe.
but we're not going to burn that into your yard.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
You'll have to take
We're
our
asking
word.
the question on Roula's Relationship Roulette. What is the dumbest thing you did for love or somebody did for you? Joseph is up next. Hi, Joseph. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing today?
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Hi.
So, what'd you do for love?
So I left my dream job. I worked for Disney, met a girl while her and her family were on vacation down there, and I loved her, and so I moved to Texas. I quit my dream job, and then 2 weeks later, found out that she's been cheating.
No. Okay, hold on. There are a lot of different questions we have here, but first tell me, in what capacity are you working for Disney? Are you talking about like animation, or you're like a cast member that
I
shows
was-
people where the lines are? Like, where are you?
I was friends with Goofy, Tigger, Sheriff of Nottingham, Big Bad Wolf, all the tall friends.
Oh, gotcha. So that was pretty fantastic job. And how did you go? So this is just a tourist that you met like any one of us visiting Disney, but how in that capacity were you able to converse and have a conversation
Yeah.
with, like,
I mean,
get to know the person more?
stuff. You look really cute. You want to go on a date?
Basically, yeah. I was Tigger at the time, and this girl came up, and she was really cute. And I told the lead as we're walking back, I said, "Hey, ask her if she could stick around for a little bit. I'm about to get off shift. I want to see if we can't talk." And the lead went over, talked to her, and she said, "Yeah, she would hang out." And I got in my regular clothing and met her, and we hung out all day at the park. And she was there for maybe 3-4 more days. I would fly her out anytime she wanted to, and hang out the park. And
was it her
did
idea
that
for you
for
to
about
move
2
here?
years.
Like, whose idea was?
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking she's like
You said for 2 years.
she likes to keep going to Disney.
I was going to say she's using you for the park access.
Well, just about it sounded like, yeah, right. And then, we talked, and I said, did you want to move to Florida, or do you want me to move to Texas? Because we had a great relationship that I thought. And she goes, well, I want to stay in Texas. And I'm like, okay, well, I decided to hand in my 2 weeks notice and come to Texas.
Whoa, how many years ago was that, Joseph?
Oh, gosh. That was back in 98.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been here ever since.
What
So
made
2
you
weeks
stay?
after you got here, you found out she was cheating on you because did she have like a whole other life here? Was she in a relationship, or she just was cheating on you in the
With other
traditional
guys.
sense? Like just we were dating and I met somebody new.
Traditional.
Okay.
Traditional sense.
Okay.
Yeah, she worked for a pizza place, and
How old were y'all?
I was 20. I was like 29 at the time.
You didn't want to go back? Like your family didn't want you to come back to Florida, or?
Well, I'm originally from Vermont. There's a longer story to all that, but yeah, basically when I left Vermont, my dream was to work for Disney, and I left with $500 in my pocket, and I lived on the streets for for about a month, trying to figure out how to apply for Disney.
And you
wow,
did it.
and then you got the dream job, and you met this girl, and after 2 years of going back and forth long distance, you moved to Houston, or is it Texas, just somewhere else, not Houston at the time?
Houston area.
Okay,
so you're in Houston.
And then you find out 2 weeks later she cheats on you, and then what? Good question, Eric. Why didn't you just go back to Florida and see if you can go back to Disney?
Keep doing your dream.
Yeah.
You know what? That was the tough part. I don't know why I didn't go back. I think I got a job pretty quickly here at the time.
Doing what?
And
Curious. Doing what? Not the same thing, because we don't have that here.
No, at the time, we had Six Flags Astroworld here.
Yes,
Yeah, that's true. 98.
Okay. Yes. So you got a job
And
at
so
Six Flags.
I was an employee at for Six Flags.
So Astroworld. So what are you doing today?
I work for I now work for a funeral home.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's quite the twist.
Yeah,
That's
going
what I
from Tigger to a mortician.
Happiest place on earth to the saddest place on earth.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Wow. Well, Joseph, you stayed. That's really.
I'm glad you stayed.
something
Yes.
else. We're glad that you're part of the little Houston family here. And do you ever? Did that girl ever reach out to you again? Did y'all just totally go your separate ways, or have you seen? Has she come
No,
around?
We went our separate ways. She's a branch manager for a bank, and she has a family and all that now. So
What about you? Did you find love here in Houston?
A few times, been married, divorced, and now I'm single again. So
All right. Well, look at that.
Still have
That's
the
quite
Tigger costume?
story. No, you can't take those along with you. Jump on that tail. How hard was that to
You
jump
can't
on
take
that
that
tail?
with you, right? You got to leave it at work. You got to leave it at Disney.
you do have to leave it at Disney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Rula would never do that job just because the smell alone.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, I know.
sweat.
Yeah, how do they clean the
They
inside of that
don't
helmet
smell.
head?
They don't. They take very good care of the costumes.
That's good.
Okay.
Very good
I could
kid.
do a whole other behind the scenes thing with you because I'm so curious about how you even get chosen to be
Hold
one
on,
of
maybe
the
we'll get you on the raw
characters.
feed.
Yes, because I
Yeah.
would love to know. I assume you have to build up to that. You don't just apply to Disney and say, "Hi, I'd like to be one of the characters," or do you? Just real quick. Yes or no?
No. It's it's a very extensive
Process.
tryout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Who
met
knew?
Cinderella once. She had the best wave.
The whole my whole process of becoming a Disney character was a blessing, and because like I said, I was living on the streets at the time, and so
We got to talk to you on the raw feed. That way
Yeah,
we
for
can hear
sure.
more detail. I want to hear about the tunnels and stuff underneath.
Yeah, all that
Disney
stuff.
and all
how
the
you move so quickly
things
through
you
that park.
saw that we'd be shocked to
and
see.
and no, Walt Disney is not frozen underneath. There's-
Yeah, sure.
No, he's not.
Hold on, Joseph. Hang on the line.
Hold
we'll
on,
get
buddy.
your information off the air.
I'm
Wow,
glad
that
you're
was
here.
really cool. Yes, and thank you for sticking around. Now you're a Texan. Go to the listener line at 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone if you would like to tell us what's the dumbest thing you ever did for love. I didn't have time for Melinda, but Ahmad had starred her call because
Oh,
of what
maybe we
she
can come
did.
back to
Maybe
this
you can
some
come
other
back.
time.
Let me see. Does she have time to hold on? Melinda, can you give me a couple more minutes? I'll play some commercials and come back to you.
Guess what? I work for Disney too.
Stop it.
Oh,
Okay, hold on. Don't go anywhere. It's the dumb thing you did for love and the Disney experience.
Yeah, who
Next
knew?
on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I am proud to introduce
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
All right, we were going to talk to, was it not Melania? Melanie? What was her name, Ahmad?
Megan, I believe.
Okay.
Sure. Because she said she
Doesn't
worked
matter.
at Disney also, and she
fell
had
off.
done this really ridiculous thing for love. But her phone disconnected, so we can't talk about her Disney thing because we were talking about Joseph, who moved here for love. And 2 weeks later, the girl cheated on him, and he ended up staying. But his original job was his dream job at Disney, and he was a
we
character
know the
player.
what she was calling about.
She was calling because what did she do, Ahmad? She carved her initials into her own arm of a guy she was dating.
She carved
Oh, my.
some guy's initials into her arm with
my.
a needle to prove her love for him.
Gosh.
That's like the creepy level of here's what I did for you. I bleed for you.
Yeah, well,
you're like, I'm going to break up with you.
Sounded like
Cutting yourself. Yeah, that's pretty extreme.
I'm going to give myself a tattoo. Then I go pay for one. I'm just going to do it right here with some pins. Not
Probably
okay.
was like in high school. I feel like that was really cool in high school.
I was like, look at me. Look at what I've done for you.
Yeah, the cool fake tattoos.
Okay, let me throw you this one. For any parent
Had a lot
out
of boyfriends
there.
that had them.
Yeah, Sam.
We won't go down the rabbit hole.
How many?
Talk about that in the coffee. A lot of
Show you how to
parents
do
who
it.
listen right now may have had some frustrating moments with their kids in the middle years, teenage years. You know, that's what I hear. Like the teenage years are crazy tough and all that. Jessica Alba reveals that she does therapy sessions with her daughter because they were fighting so much. Her daughter is now 15, but it started when she was 11. She said they would just fight all the time. And she was like, this is not healthy, and this is not the kind of life I want with you, where you're always going to just remember how you think I'm so mean to you. And I feel like, look, my oldest is 12, and I have definitely had these tiffs with her where she just feels like, I'm just being so mean to her. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm being mean to you. How am I being mean to you? I don't understand this.
You're being a parent.
Yes, because I'm being a parent, right? So I think that's kind of an interesting thing. There's a whole article on her today.
It's a smart idea.
She said we were arguing all the time about dumb stuff. And I said, I don't want to live like this. I don't want us to have a wedge in our relationship. It is a process, and I'm not perfect, but the process helped her daughter understand that her mom was, quote, just being a parent. So that's very interesting. That's a whole new layer I didn't think about, going into therapy with your child because y'all are fighting so much. Because that introduces your child that therapy is an okay thing. You know, we are in a whole different world now where we can raise kids to let them, to not make them think it's strange to go see a therapist or a counselor. I don't know how normal it is, like in high schools right now, if you have friends that are like, I have a therapy session on Thursday. Like, is that conversation that happens now, or do you still just
I think it
keep
does
it to yourself?
happen. I made no secret. My daughter, she wouldn't mind me divulging this, but, you know, she got into the teen years and there was something that clearly mom and dad couldn't fix. She tried medicines and finally going to the right therapist. And therapy, it is like a hit and miss. You've got to find the right therapist. And when she found the right therapist, oh my God.
Tell a difference right away?
It was a godsend. Yeah, it really does. It helps in a way. And there is no shame in this whatsoever. I mean, think about it. You will do all these things for your inanimate objects to maintain them. Why would you not want to maintain yourself?
Well, Jessica Alba said that her daughter Honor, when they went to the therapist, she said to her daughter, I want to be a better parent for you. And this is the forum to basically talk about everything that gets on your nerves that I do. And then she said, therapy put us in check. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I do that. Sorry, I'm going to work on that. Or then her daughter could also see, like, look, your mom is just trying to raise you.
I think it's great that the daughter agreed to do this.
She said the other daughter also went to some of the sessions. So 15-year-old and 12-year-old.
You're going.
You want that new Chanel bag?
Right?
You're going to see.
That new Chanel bag. Give me that Chanel bag. So maybe that is something for, and I don't know, obviously it costs money to go to therapy. There are different ways you can get some affordable therapy, but maybe if you're struggling with your teenager right now or your tween, that's a great idea. Go together to go, because I think they'll just sit there like, I don't want to be here. My mom made me come to this.
Well, I think it's
Ryan,
good.
did they give you, like, I went to therapy once. And I didn't get anything out of it because I felt like, as a guy, I like to tell you my problem and give me a solution. Let me go work on it. And all I was doing was talking, and I'm like, this is not helping me. I'm just talking about this
You have
stuff.
to find the right therapist. Like, for me, I didn't want to find somebody that was just going to go ahead and kind of like agree with everything I was saying. I wanted somebody that was going to challenge me, somebody that was going to make me do a deep dive and look at what brought me to this place, because everything in life is cause and effect. Like, why am I the way I am? What caused this? And once I figured out what caused it, to work on that and to avoid those problems. And it's an ongoing process. I still go to therapy to this day. And that's why I do those ads for like BetterHelp.com. It's an affordable way to get your foot in the door with therapy. So
a lot of people are texting us that, yes, they do talk about going to therapy in school. Another texter says, my daughter knows I see a therapist. She has one of her own that we see when she asks to go. She's 11. Another texter says, my daughter's 13 and in therapy. Her dad left 2 years ago and she's been an emotional wreck. It's been so good for her and for me. Another texter says, my son's a junior in high school and he goes to therapy and he loves it.
Does anyone do it when things are good, is what I'm asking.
You should.
Like my life, I feel like everything's really great right now.
Maybe to get ahead of it in case something.
That's what I'm saying, to go in there and
To
just
know how
do.
to tackle
Yeah.
Look
something.
under the
last
hood.
session, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
A lot of texters say, look how young. Like this texter and her 9-year-old son go together. Another one says, I'm 22 years old. Oh, my 22-year-old daughter swears that therapy saved her life. And another one says, mother-daughter relationships are more often than not seen as hypercritical and avoided. Such a common theme.
I would recommend mom and dad, you do the vetting, go out and you'll meet with the therapist on your own before your child goes and sees that person. And
Or at least you
your
want to
kid.
vet out the therapist,
Yeah,
wouldn't you
that's
want
what I'm talking
to
about.
do that?
Like, I
the
mean,
therapist
you
for your
know your
child, you should
kid.
talk to that person first. Like, let me see if I like you.
You know your kid more than anybody on earth. So you go out and interview therapists and would this be somebody that would be really good with my kid? Would my kid open up to this therapist? And you do your homework.
by the way, since this is Celebrity Scoop, if you want to see a good a show called Shrinking, it's on Apple TV. It's
With
Harrison Ford.
the guy that did played Roy in
The Office.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, in Ted Lasso. Oh, really?
He was just here a few weeks ago, right? He performed stand up. Didn't you see him?
I think he's coming. Wait.
Or is he coming in
He's
January?
coming to Smart Financial, yeah.
I just forgot his name, but he wrote Shrinking.
He did?
with the other guy that did Ted Lasso,
Who's the main guy? It's Harrison Ford, and I thought it was Jason
Segel.
Segel. Right, that's right. He's
Eric,
the
I was
main
just
guy.
on the set of that show when I did the
Oh, no
Warner
way.
Brothers tour out in Los Angeles a couple weeks ago.
Shrinking.
Yeah, it's really good.
Speaking of other
Speaking of
shows that you
shrinks.
like, Eric, Succession, now that it ended, you'll have a chance to purchase a piece of their props.
They need shrinks.
The auction is kicking off on Saturday. It features 236 props, costumes, and set decorations spanning all 4 seasons of Succession on HBO. Logan Roy's belongings, including jackets, medals, even a can of cranberry sauce. What's that? Why is that important?
I can't remember that part.
Oh, okay.
Probably their
And
outfits, though. Their
1999.
suits. They probably have like $10,000 suits.
Is Paul Giamatti in Succession?
He's in Billions. Or
Oh,
was.
that's the one I keep getting
Billions is
confused.
over.
There was a Volkswagen commercial where it was Kieran Culkin, I thought, and Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, they put them together, but
Okay, for Volkswagen in Vegas.
yeah,
But that's not the same show.
nope.
Okay, well, there you go. Succession
Both great
auction
shows.
starting on Saturday.
Half the time you don't know what's happening, but damn, it's good.
Go to heritageauctions.com if you want more of that.
Now,
Here we go.
time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay. Brett Goldstein, that's the guy who plays Roy Kent. And
has he performed here yet?
It looks like he played. Oh, crap. He played.
I thought you had tickets.
No, I didn't. I was going to get him. He played back in December.
That's what I thought it was like December 8th
I
or
missed
something.
that. Oh, well. I'm sure he'll come back. All
He'll
right.
be in Vegas. You can go see him in Vegas.
This is brought to you by Duncan. So this is a dog story, and I think if y'all have any help, this would be great. I'm going to give you a phone number at the end of this. A man is asking for help to find his dog. It was stolen out of his car. The dog is an unofficial support animal for a great organization that helps at-risk kids. And he says the kids won't stop talking about the dog. The man's name is Rob Trevino. He parked on Dunleavy Street. He went inside to a business, and thieves were breaking into cars. They broke into his car, and they stole his dog, Dolce, who was a 3-year-old American bully. And he had actually rescued
bully?
this dog. You know,
He's a 3-year-old American bully.
American bully. That's the breed.
What's the type of
I
dog?
had no idea.
The type of dog.
I
Yeah.
was like, wait, bulldog?
No, it's not a bulldog.
American
it's
bully.
a type.
Okay.
Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
it's like a mix.
you can actually help out if you have any information about this. The dog is the unofficial staff member at Revision Houston, which is an organization that helps at-risk kids. Mr. Trevino is offering a $500 reward. Somebody in the community kicked in another $100, so there's a $600 reward. If you have information, you can call 832-413-3938. That's 832-413-3938. That's just so heartbreaking because dogs are a member of the family, and especially this dog is helping out other kids.
And what
Shame
now?
on the person that
What'd you
stole
steal the
that
dog
dog.
for? Are you really going to take care and love that dog the way the people that had it are? Come on. We could sell it.
Scumbags.
You are.
Yeah, it's
you
terrible.
are.
Let's cleanse the palate. Anybody up for a game?
Rapid fire quiz, guys. That's what we have coming up next. Michael Yo is a friend of the show. He's a comedian, and he's going to be at the House of Blues on February the 3rd. The last time he was on our show, he asked me to open for him, so I got 5 minutes before he comes out. I talked to him yesterday about the order of it.
Like 5 minutes.
That's fast.
That's fast.
That's fast. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You're
Eric,
gonna be like,
Eric is looking at me like I should be worried.
You're
I'm not
gonna kill
worried.
it.
You should be worried.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
kill it.
worried.
You're
In
gonna be
5
great.
minutes.
Why should I be worried, Eric?
because you're in front of like thousands of people.
So what? That's not anything
She's
new.
fine.
I've done
It's
this 1,000
Roula.
times.
We're not afraid of crowd size, but I'm just worried about
Not
the
worried
time
about it.
restrictions.
Hell yeah, I'd be afraid of crowd size. They're watching you.
You also poop your pants when you get
Yeah,
scared.
I'd
Yes.
crap myself.
Eric does, not me.
5 minutes until it jokes, and if they're not laughing, you Joe Coy it. It's like, oh, damn.
It's 5 minutes, Eric. It'll be fine.
Is
it'll
it
be
like
fine.
when the queen goes out to the balcony? She's like, I don't want to do the balcony, the dreaded balcony. Perhaps you could come out with me, Eric, and you could stand there.
No, I definitely do not. If Eric is that nervous, I don't want his vibes on stage.
No, you should have Eric up there.
No.
I'll be in the audience. I'm like,
No.
hey, Eric, you crap yourself.
713-390 KRBE. 713-390-5723. We need 4 contestants or 5? Mod's going to play today,
1,
right?
2, 3. Yeah, 5. He's the
5 contestants.
champion right now.
Oh, come on.
5
Does he
contestants.
need to be on this again?
Pick between Roula, Eric, Special K, Sam, and Ahmad. Which one of us do you think can get you those tickets for Michael Yo? We'll find out next on the Rapid Fire Quiz with KRBE.